Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about a system that I don't talk about very often. It's called Healthy Start by Orthotain, but I'm very, very, very familiar with the product. Why? It's way back when I was first starting out on my consultancy company. I was less busy. I was open to doing something called KOL, or Key Opinion Leader, which is where you're like a lecturer and a very knowledgeable person about a certain product, and a company will hire you to lecture and teach and things like that and help develop the product as a clinical advisor. Anyways, so I was with this company for a couple of years, and some things happened at the end, and it is what it is. So we're not really on the friendliest of terms. I'm just going to leave it at that. And for that reason, I never really felt that comfortable making content about this appliances, because I feel like people are always judging what I'm saying, and then I might get myself in trouble if I say something wrong, if you get the idea. So it's like not worth the stress. But y'all are specifically asking about using habit correctors or G appliances, and you're asking me quite a lot, and I feel pretty comfortable. I've seen and done, tons, hundreds of cases at least I've seen from start to finish. Some went well, some didn't go well. I think my opinion is very different than the opinion of the owners. So, I'll tell you my true opinion. You come to me, as a patient, or as, another doctor, I'm going to tell you what I think. I say, yeah, I think it's a product that has its place, but the place that I think it has is very different than the place that they're teaching you the way it works. I've seen a lot of cases finish really nicely and a lot don't. And I would use it in a slightly different direction with slightly different advice, basically, in different clinical applications than what they're using it now. I would do it completely different. If someone handed over this company to me, I'd be like, we could do this so much better and make a product that orthodontists and dentists would actually, they can integrate easily into their practice, not some type of weird, vague situation where, is this a 6-year thing, an 8-year thing, a 10-year thing? What if they don't wear it? What are we going to do? Now, what am I responsible for? Do I need to pay for braces? What do I bill insurance? Am I billing insurance? All that different stuff is just it's so messy, the whole process. It really, really is. Just doesn't fit into our standard U.S. insurance billing, system. And it's also very long term, and it's really hard to keep a patient in one place for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. They might move around. So it's a huge commitment, to this patient. They have to be super compliant. There's not much you can do, which is fine. I think you start really, really, really early, and you pick a really good patient and a really good parent. It's going to turn out great. It really, really is. But it's a long term. You're just talking about starting at 2, 3, 4, 5, and then continuing all the way up till age 12 in a series of different appliances, which is fine. But 8, 9 years of this, I'd be over it as a parent. I don't know about that. It's a major marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not for everyone, but it is an option, and I can honestly say I've seen some, and I really, really, these are my 2 favorite. If you ask me my 2 favorite products are from this company, these are my 2 favorite products. Number 1, of course, I love the habit corrector. The habit corrector is the first stage. They come in toddler ones, little kids ones, etc. But I love it because it really, really can get things up and moving a little bit before you even get into the next stage, whether you're doing braces, aligners, or something else. But you can see a little bite problem, a little bit of a narrow jaw, a little bit of an open bite, a little bit of a small little jaw, as early as 3 or 4. So now you can go ahead and deliver something that they can just wear at night like a pillow, which will actually help to improve their jaw and their airway very, very slow, very slowly, even before you could even start phase 1 treatments. Now we're intervening at 2, 3, and 4, and not necessarily 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which makes things healthier, much less invasive and very comfortable. And of course, a lot cheaper. The lab fee on, I believe, a HC is somewhere around $100-ish. Maybe it's less. It's not that much more. It's realistic. You're not going to be billing phase 1 for that, but you can deliver it, just bill, cash, habit appliance or something like that, bill for that, because that's basically what it is. You're not going to get a lot of money, $100, $200. You may not make much profit off this. Maybe you charge the parents a little bit more, but, all in all, you can test out this appliance on this kid for a year and a half while they're really young. And if they turn out they love it and they're really compliant, well, that tells me that's a great patient for me to keep in my practice for phase 1. And phase 1 might be expanders, it might be something else. Maybe it's a 2x4, maybe it's some phase 1 aligners, but maybe they want to use the G appliance for phase 1. So I would use it specifically as a phase 1 entity. Now, sometimes for me, in order for me to get a good outcome with this product, I needed to do an expander first. Like a lot of times, I found that it had to be done. Or I've worked with a lot of doctors who are midway through Healthy Start cases and they're like, this is not working. I'm like, go do the expander and let's come back to it. And it always works fine. It works out great. So there's always definite workarounds on things like that, but for the most part, it's a pretty cool appliance. So just wanted to let you guys know. All right, thanks.